I'm not gonna lie. Based on these cards, especially like with this 10 of Cups in reverse, right? You with the 6 of Swords, like getting out, them feeling abandoned, in a state of lack, right? Them being really sad, heartbroken, their cup not being fulfilled. This card specifically, 6 of Cups, I strongly think this is your family. I mean, strongly think this is your family. This card too. This really indicates, I mean, I really think this is your family. I think that they don't like that you've outgrown them. They don't know how to be their fake selves and get along with your true self. They don't like that you've outgrown them. They don't like that. They miss when y'all were all celebrating together. They just really liked when you were more on their level. They're really looking at your growth and progress right now, and they're thinking like, how did it get this far? How did you get so advanced away from them? How were you able to escape and they're not? You got out of that toxic family dynamic. And if you're not out, they just see that you're different. They see that you're different, and that makes them feel very defensive. They see that you're different. It kills them inside. It's like you leaving or you emotionally detaching really caused a tower moment for the entire family unit. They don't like that. They may be doing passive aggressive shit to you, maybe excluding you from shit, maybe talking about you, but it's like your intuition knows. They try to do these subconscious things. They try to act like, no, what do you mean? Everything's fine, but it's not fine. It's not fine. They don't like that you have these opportunities that they don't have. They don't like that you know how to work your way out of things that they can't work their way out of. They don't like that you don't contribute in the pettiness, the drama, the gossip, the bullshit, the slander, the smear campaigns. I'm telling you, you were able to protect yourself from them. They don't like that. They think that now you're thinking like, oh, you must think that you're better than everybody else now, but you don't. You just want to get the fuck out of there. You've never really come up against them. You tried to celebrate with them and be nice. They stabbed you in the back. They're literally trying to make you feel guilty like you betrayed them simply for choosing yourself and choosing what's right for you and advancing. I really feel like they have like group chats going about you. I really feel like they have family events without you. I feel like they talk about you all the time. I feel like you're like the main topic of interest. I feel like they literally berate you every chance they get. Every chance they get. Yeah, they've played the long game with this. This has been going on for a long time. If you're not already out of this dynamic, you should get out of there. This is not fair to you. This is not ethical. This is not. They want you to, like, spirit wants you to drop these burdens that your family has caused you. I am 99% sure this is your family. It could be an old friend group, but the way this is coming across, yeah, look, you've been knowing this. You've been knowing this. Just because you haven't spoke on it doesn't mean you have not had a soul level decision to make about this situation. That does not mean that. You know what's going on. You've been very, very understanding of what's going on, but you've had to move forward. You have to manifest the life that you want for yourself, and you can't let them hold you back. They can laugh at you and think you're a joke. Well, let them think that. But you know that's not really what they think. In an eternal state of lack, but you're like a karmic cycle breaker. I'm telling you, you're breaking generational curses by doing what you're doing. Stay on your path, I'm telling you. Oh, yeah. It's like they're so introverted and they're not trying to include you. They're literally doing some sort of fast communication. I really feel like they have a group chat going about you. There's something there, or they try to text you a lot to trigger you. They try to like do these aggressive phone calls or something. If you make more money than they have, they probably try to use you for it or expect it from you. Or they try to give you favors with strings attached. If they do a favor for you, then they feel like they have one up on you. They feel like they're better than you. They feel like that you can't, well, how does she think she's all high and mighty? You don't think that at all. You don't think that at all. What wanted to come out but didn't? They want what you have, 10 of Pentacles, what you're going for. You're not there yet. You're not there yet. You're getting there. You're very close. You're on the right path. This really traps them in their head. For some reason, they take it personal when you succeed. They're so set in their ways. They're so stubborn. This may be a family that doesn't know how to think outside the box. And so they do maybe like a lot of like 9 to 5s. There's nothing wrong with this. I'm just telling you what's in the cards. They maybe do like a lot of 9 to 5s, or they do like a lot of work that really burdens them. It's kind of exhausting. Maybe they work like not good schedules or not good jobs that make them happy. I think you go out there and get what fulfills you. I think you go out there and do what makes you happy. I think with you with that Magician card, you're able to manifest the life that you want. You're able to see below. Look, you see beneath the surface. Heavy Pisces energy. You see beneath the surface and kind of think outside the box of ways to make money. You are very unique. You're very unique. You've been very strong with this family, trying to understand that, you know, what they're saying about you, how they're treating you is not personal. You've really held it together. A Leo could be significant. You've really held it together. But you know, at the end of the day, your intuition was never wrong. You also saw beneath the surface in that sense too, that you always knew that you didn't fit in. You had to go because this family was not making you happy, nor were they financially stable. So you had to go do what makes you financially stable and happy. And they always separate the two. They act like you can't have both. You can have both. You can have both. Maybe they're like blue collar. I think, what is blue collar? When they do like labor jobs or something? I just heard blue collar. I'm gonna have to look that up. I don't really know what that means, but blue collar, whatever that means. I think they do jobs that are like, just that don't make them happy. And they haven't really been able to get there too far. Maybe they acted very chaotic with you in the past, or very reckless, very rude. They treated you poorly, and you've always accepted it until now you're just like, no, I'm not accepting that. Even if they thought it was okay how they treated you just because you like accepted it, now you're not accepting it. So now they're like, well, what do you mean that was in the past? It doesn't matter. You're still doing it. You're still treating me poorly. How they speak to you is ill. They're really stuck in the past. I'm telling you, they're set in their ways, not even necessarily stuck in the past, but very set in their ways. Like they're not willing to think outside the box, so they think you're weird for doing it. You were not clear before, and you're very clear now on what needs to happen, and that's you leaving. To find your own joy and happiness, Leo is very significant. Air sign is very significant. Maybe you have kids now, and you're not including your kids in the family events because you want your kids to have happiness, and you don't want them in that toxic environment. Maybe they're taking that personal. But you have boundaries now because you know how they operate. You know how they operate. They're not honest people. They're not upfront people. They are very deceptive. Maybe they're arrogant. They have an ego. Maybe they want all the attention on them, especially pertaining to your children. Maybe like you try to do something nice for your kids and they try to take over that dynamic, or they try to do more for you than you do for your kids. So they may, look what I did, look what I can, because they always want the attention. They're not doing it for the right reasons. They're doing it out of ego and arrogance. Your cup is fulfilled though. You're emotionally. They're just very judgmental with you. They always care about appearances too. And maybe what you're doing is, it doesn't fit in their box, their appearances. And it's like, but you're just doing what makes you happy. Spirit has given you a chance for you to do what makes you happy with you and your kids, with you and your family. You've created a family outside of them, and that really offends them. You could be in a relationship that makes you very happy, and they don't like that either. Especially with that King and Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like they want you to see their side of it, but you can't because it's not right. So they just wish that they could see your side of it. They wish that they could do what you're doing. Secretly is really the problem, but you just kind of need to release them. Release ritual. You need to release them. You're very in a successful state right now. You're very much so. All eyes on you in a very successful state. They lack abundance. They lack abundance. Abundance in reverse. In reverse. Yeah, look, you're building a home life without them. They don't like that. I really feel like they're trying to act like something's wrong with you, but nothing's wrong with you. With this seek guidance, nothing's wrong with you. They want you to feel different and excluded, but like that could never happen. Look, you're building like a sense of community without them. They don't have a deep knowing of what's going on, but you do. You do. You could be studying for something. Okay, and it does hurt with this grief card. It does hurt, but like, babe, they could never make it to the finish line, but you are, and that offends them. You're gonna make it.